Alright, hello, welcome. This is my architectural history tour of Telluride, Colorado, and has a lot of mining history to it, but also in like a lot of old buildings. It was actually designated in 1963 to be a historical place, and I'm just gonna show you some cool kind of Telluride-esque images before I get going here on this San Miguel courthouse. Here it goes.
This is the San Miguel courthouse. It was originally on the opposite side of the street, but in 1886 it burnt down. They used the bricks to reconstruct it on the let's see, north side of the street. So there's south north. Pretty cool building. All right, here is the new Sheraton Hotel, built in 1891, destroyed by fire in 1894, and rebuilt in 1895. One of the oldest bars in the West. Let's see. The bars remain unchanged since 1895, boasting mahogany wood panels. And it's on the National Trust for Historic Hotels of America in 1913. The Opera House was added and named by the Sergeberg Opera House. All right. Cool building. And then they built this new chop house next door. One of the oldest structures on Colorado Avenue in Telluride, the Pecorine building, home to the Pecorine family. They immigrated from Finland in the 1800s, opened a boot shop in the basement. On the second floor, they operated a mercantile store. They lived on the third floor. So that's this building right there in the middle with the major First National Bank here. The old, I don't know, I guess that's sandstone with very Romanesque. Look at that thing, very heavy. Here awesome. Looks like a nice architect's office, Sampte Architects. Pretty cool. All right, we're continuing the tour here. It says this little building here, the Roma Bar building from 1860. Brunswick Bulk Colander Company bar, which is carved from walnut, 12-foot bar. It's supposed to be one of the most rushiest bars. Maybe it's like a real Wild Wild West bar.
And there's just like some awesome, cute little alley houses and ADUs, and just like the immaculate materiality used in some of these ski resort buildings is just awesome. And you can kind of see it in Breckenridge too. They have like the alleys with the rustic buildings and things like that. So just another little sort of Telluride-esque images.
Okay, it says Reverend J.J. Gibbons, pastor of St. Patrick's Church, first made the trip from Telluride to Ouray for a baptism, traveling horseback over the mountain passes in 1869. He helped build St. Patrick's Church of Telluride of Catholic Hill for $4,800. So good deal on this church here. So definitely is beautiful here. Look at this panorama. Walking around Telluride today. Just a walking architectural tour. All right, this one here says it's the old Wagoner House. Charles Delos Wagoner, president of the Bank of Telluride, yellow brick building on Main Street, contrived a scheme to purportedly to save his bank in the Wall Street crash of 1929. Wagoner siphoned money from New York banks to keep his clients from losing their life savings. Once the Bank of Telluride could no longer pay its creditors, Wagoner was sentenced to 15 years. Testified in court, I would rather see New York banks lose money than people of Telluride, most of whom have worked all their lives in savings that were deposited in my bank. So, okay, well, thanks, Wagner. Standing up for the little guy. And cool house, I assume, was built in the 1800s. So, nice copper sort of ice and water shield they got going on up there. Copper on the edge of the, I don't see any gutters per se, but they have copper up there. It's interesting. Looks like it heats up, melts the snow away pretty good. I don't know. compared to some other houses. Looks pretty good. Here's a little close-up of that house. You can see the Young's front. Cool house next to the Wagoner house. Cool houses. Look at this thing. Super cool house. It's old petrified wood. Huh. Right in front of the town hall. That's interesting. Must be millions of years old. The town hall is this really cool fire station. It's pretty cool. Fire. All right. So this is the old town hall annex, Rebecca Hall. It says the building was constructed on First Street and Columbia Avenue in 1883. Telluride's first schoolhouse. The one-room structure held one teacher and 53 students. Was built for $3,000. After a new school was built, the town officials occupied the building. So I think I'm on Galena Street, not First Street, so they must have moved the building. But I've seen online that this emo jean starts behind someone's house, so might go up through there. But super cool neighborhood. Look at some of these houses, super cool. All right, we got here the Telluride Historical Museum. Built in 1886, was Hall's Hospital after its first doctor. The building served as the community hospital, treating miners and townspeople until it closed in 1964. Wow, I believe the Telluride Ski Resort opened in 1972. And let's see, this room was renovated, 10 rooms, outdoor exhibiting showcase Telluride's unique, vibrant history. Cool, yeah, so might go in and check it out. But again, there's just like cool old refurbished buildings everywhere. Pretty cool. Very well maintained buildings. And you have that view. I don't know if that's Palmyra Peak or I think that's on the other side, but it's just so beautiful around here. Tomboy Road, have to check that one out. Looks badass. And then you have their own little golf cart here. That's cool. Okay, it says this is the North Oak House. Built in 1900, was a survivor of the 1914 flood, which careened down Cornet Creek, sweeping through the town, depositing mud and debris from Liberty Bell Mine down to Colorado Avenue. One woman was killed, and the Sheridan bar was filled with mud halfway to the ceiling. This house was being completely restored to its original condition, is now listed at the National Register of Historic Homes. Looks pretty cool. It says it's from 1900. So, cool house. And you look down the street here, surrounded by mountains here in Telluride. Pretty cool. Can't get a good look at this house, the Davis house, but it was built by entrepreneur E.L. Davis, who built a stately brick home in 1894. Had an early interest in the bullion lode, I think that's a mine, as well as numerous other mining claims in the area. He owned all the land where the former Rio Grande Southern Trail Depot now stands, as well as 1/3 interest in West Telluride. After Davis's death, the house was sold to Dr. Oshner, who used it as a hospital, particularly during the 1918 flu epidemic. You can see they're clearing the snow off the roof here this morning. And a little bit better view of the Davis house. You can see it has awesome views. Pretty much covered up by these trees, so I don't know who lives there now, but you can just see the massive snow here in Telluride. Pretty awesome. Gonna get up there soon after this walking tour. Up over there. Just a pretty cool town. Rivaling Aspen for sure. Little rustic building, made to look rustic. Badass. Not too big. Maybe it is rustic building. Pretty cool looking. Just a garage. Maybe it's from the 1800s. Breckenridge has like similar little rustic buildings off their alleys too, so that's really cool here. There's the Oak Street lift and that cool building. Look at that. Alright, so this is the LL Nunn house on the corner of Aspen and West Columbia. And nice camper out front. White Victorian bought by LL Nunn, who financed the world's first commercial AC power plant, the Ames hydroelectric generating plant. Nunn purchased the home for his Telluride Institute, where pinheads from Cornell University came to expand their knowledge in the production of power. Today, Cornell University has a Telluride house funded by the Nunn's estate. Next door on the corner of Aspen Street in West Columbia is the house in which Nunn lived. I don't know which one, but one of these, we'll say, or maybe it's that. That would be the Telluride High School. It's got like new buildings back there. Some cool new houses here. So they got the bay windows, kind of a Telluride feature I'm seeing, and pretty cool. Kick-ass views. I'd rather have one with the balcony. So pretty cool. Oh look, they're for sale. More of the old Telluride school. You can see they've added on several times. That's cool. Interesting. This is interesting. This little building here. Pretty cool. Little office. Looks like they added on to the shipping container. It's got like a slider right there. Slider right there. Slider panel. It's dope. So they just got it on like 6-inch piers. Concrete piers. This one is under renovation, but it is the Rio Grande Southern Railway Depot. Prior to the arrival of the railroad in 1891, oxen mule trains as well as horses carried all supplies and ore into and out of the area, which could be millions of dollars of ore in the 1800s. The introduction of the railroad created a bustling, noisy area surrounded by boarding houses and warehouses. This is called Depot Avenue here, down there. And let's see, ore was hauled out of the surrounding mines and became a major revenue generator of the Rio Grande Southern Railroad. Pretty cool house with a flat roof. Probably sneak up there on some roof deck. Another cool house, non-flat roof. Just walking down Depot Row here, Avenue. That was the old train depot. It's like a new one here. You got the rustic wood and the black. Interesting color combo. All right, another cool house with a dark color scheme. Very cool. Got the stone, the rustic black wood, and the black metal. It's pretty cool. There's another couple more cool houses. Another really cool house here on the end of Depot Avenue. It's got like the tapered column. I like that. This, all the you gotta love this. All the transformer boxes are like covered with stickers in this town. That's cool. And then just a quaint little trail back to my Mountainside Inn here. It's actually called Mountainside Inn, so Bruno's here with me, just doing his walk. Get tired, and then I'm gonna go ski.